Today I want to show you how to set up the ZOOZEE Smart Socket with Google Home and Google Home Mini. Now this process probably works with other smart sockets, but I'll be using ZOOZEE today. I'm also going to be using Android, but you can probably use this process for both Android and iOS. So let's get started. When you open the box, it's really as simple as the ZOOZEE socket and a small pamphlet. The ZOOZEE socket itself is pretty simple. Really, there's just a single button that serves as both a power indicator and you can use in helping to set up. The pamphlet, really not much to that that's going to help you other than maybe the QR code that you can scan in order to get to the Google Play Store or iTunes in order to find the Smart Life app, which is really where we need to start. So let's go there. If you go straight to the Google Play Store or iTunes to get the app, just make sure you get the Smart Life Smart Living app by Tuya. You'll see other apps with a similar name, but this is the one we'll be working with. By the way, Tuya does have another app called Tuya Smart, which looked a lot like a clone of Smart Life, just under a different name. I did get it working with Tuya Smart in case you want to give it a shot, but we'll be using Smart Life here. So let's open the app. And when you first open it, the first thing you need to do is you need to register an account with Smart Life. Now we're going to get into Google Home in a moment, but we have to start here. Now when you do register, I recommend using an email address. I've heard that people have had issues using a phone number when it comes to linking Google Home to the account later on. So just to be safe, I recommend an email address. In my case, I've already registered with an email address, so I'm going to go ahead and log in with that email address. And as soon as you create your account and log in, the first thing you're going to have to do is create a family. So we'll create the family, we'll give it a name. You can set your geographic location, you don't have to. We'll select completed. And now we're ready to add the device. Now to add the device, we need to actually have it plugged into a power source. Now just to make my life easier, I've brought up an extension cord over here, so I'm going to go ahead and plug the ZOOZEE socket in, and it may start blinking. If it does, then you're ready to continue. Otherwise, go ahead and hold down the button for about 5 seconds until it does start blinking. And there it goes. I'm going to select Add Device. I'm not going to allow the location. Choose Electrical Socket. And confirm if the indicator rapidly blinks. It already is. And I need to make sure that I'm within range of a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi router. So you do need to be within range because you're essentially connecting your device to your router. So I'm going to go ahead and put my router password in here. Confirm. And it's going to start to connect. Usually around 6 or 7% is when I'll see this blue light go solid. There it is. And the rest of this could take about a minute or so, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this. Okay, now I think when I did this before, I left upstairs hall on this particular socket, so that's the name of this switch. Yours may say switch 1 or something like that, so you can push the pencil button and go ahead and rename this switch depending on where you want to put it. And then choose a room. So this is a room for grouping the switch. The upstairs hall that I have here is actually just the name of this particular switch itself. So I'm going to press completed, and this is now set up and connected to my Wi-Fi router. Now I've set it up in Smart Life, I need to go into Google Home. So I'm going to go into Google Home. In my Home app, I have other devices in here, but I don't have this one in here yet because I haven't linked to Smart Life. So I'm going to go ahead and press Add, Set Up Device, and since this device is already set up in Smart Life, I can choose Works with Google. Works with Google will allow you to link accounts. I already have my Nest account linked up. Now I need to go through this list and look for Smart Life. And here it is. So I'll select Smart Life. I need to go ahead and sign in with the email address that I use to register my Smart Life account. Select Link Now. And I'll get a choice, because I've used both of these apps before, whether I want to link with this Tuya Smart app or I want to link with the Smart Life app. Select Smart Life, link now, authorize, and it should be linking. Now, if for some reason you get a browser message that says it was linked successfully, but it's not bringing you back here indicating it did link successfully, then check your browser. My default browser on my phone was Edge, Microsoft Edge, and it would not work for me. So that's one thing to check if it's not working for you. I had to change my default browser to Google Chrome. In this case, now that I've had that problem and fixed it, I can go ahead and say, yes, this is the one that I'm doing. I'm going to add it to a room, and I already created a room in Google Home called Christmas Lights because that's what I'm going to use this socket for. Select Next. Done. And now I see my room of Christmas lights with my new switch called Upstairs Hall. If you check out the blue light here, I'm going to go ahead and select, whoops, off. Blue light turns off. Blue light turns on. Google Home is successfully communicating with my switch. Okay, so now I've got the ZOOZEE socket plugged in. I've got this ornament also plugged into the socket itself, and let's try this out. Google, turn on Christmas lights.
Okay, turning the upstairs hall on.
There you go.